Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and it's been a while since we just talked one-on-one, have a nice little sit-down commentary, catch up with each other, talk about our feelings. But probably not that because feelings are gross. But as of lately, things have been going pretty well. Still got clinical depression. So there's that. But did you guys see that MEI joins the Heroes of the Storm hero roster? Yeah, she's like a playable character, and she also has this cute, adorable skin with 3 variations. There's a blue bear, and a panda, and a brown bear. Blizzard, can we please get this panda skin or this blue skin in the game? The brown one, you can keep that one. But besides that, I did want to talk about the actual title of the video, which is my frustrations of the new MEI nerfs, or the recent MEI nerfs. If you guys haven't been keeping up with Overwatch or Blizzard's demise towards MEI mains, MEI was pretty much the talk of the town or the president of Nerf City, because it seemed like every single patch there was a new MEI nerf or rework. 9 times out of 10, it was a nerf. And I know what you're thinking in that peanut-sized brain of yours. Oh, here comes little old Bro You Whack to complain about his favorite hero MEI getting nerfed. Surely his biasness won't show in this video, just like his tiny penis doesn't show in his video. And like, it's not gonna be me complaining, but I do want to talk from the heart and my feelings towards the new MEI now that I've had a good couple of months playing with her, because I know I'm not the only one whose favorite hero got nerfed a bunch, not necessarily nerfed to the ground, but wasn't as good as beforehand, because I know there are Brigitte players out there, Mercy players out there, Diva players out there, Doomfist players out there, and eventually your favorite hero will receive the same treatment too, where they are probably the #1 hero, but because Blizzard sees that as a problem, they're gonna nerf them so that they are back to that level 0 point. And that's what people don't realize when their favorite hero get nerfed, is that it has to happen like that. Before I talk about my frustrations with the new MEI, I want you guys to know that I understand that MEI was a problem. Like, I understand that out of all the DPS heroes, yeah, there were a few viable options, like maybe Hanzo, maybe Ashe was one, but MEI was always the go-to hero. Why? Because of all the people that soon realized the potential that she had that I said for years that she's been having. But hey, I'm not complaining. I was happy that MEI could have been the #1 hero for a couple of months. It just sucked because a bunch of sheep. We're not gonna get into that. We realized that MEI was good, so they had to nerf her. But it wasn't just nerf her. We had to nerf her, and nerf her 5 whole times, because in a span of about 5 months, she received 5 major nerfs and only 1 somewhat buff. Her secondary fire, now you can fire 2 extra icicles. And you might be thinking that this is where my frustration comes from the fact that she did get nerfed 5 whole times, and that's not at all where my frustration comes from. My frustration comes from me. Almost 4 years of invested muscle memory into one single character where I haven't had to really adapt for any of that time period now simply changes overnight. And because of my stupid little gamer brain not being able to adapt, now it's starting to show in my games, and I'm not able to, do as good as I once was now with my favorite hero. And it's not Blizzard's fault. It's simply just my fault not being able to adapt with the changes of MEI fast enough so that I don't see a drop in my SR or see a drop in my performance in my competitive games. I mean, just look at Brigitte for an example. Brigitte was simply the #1 hero, got nerfed into the ground, but then slowly over time, she came back into the meta. Right now, she's not the #1 hero, probably not the #1 healer, but is a valuable option. It just simply comes from the adaptation that you have to invest in, which sucks right now for me. And I know you're probably just sitting at home thinking, Zach, then just don't suck. Why didn't I think of that? Oh my god. And it kind of is just as simple as that, just don't suck. But it was that frustration that was getting me even more frustrated and more tilted at myself, not my teammates and not Blizzard, that just left me thinking, like, why am I struggling so god dang much? People are playing with the newly nerfed MEI and they're succeeding, but someone like me is over here struggling, yet I have years of invested time into MEI. What gives? And this is the part of the commentary that is supposed to help you somewhat. It's mainly for me to just vent a little bit, but if this video can serve as a reminder down the road when your favorite hero will inevitably get nerfed, then this video does its job at helping at least one single person. But the biggest problem that I faced wasn't the fact that MEI was a terrible hero, but it was due to the fact that my playstyle with MEI wasn't a viable option now that she received all these nerfs, and the playstyle that I had was relying on her primary fire. And I know that might seem like the simplest thing to figure out, But when you're in the moment, when you're playing your favorite hero that, again, you spent years with, and then you're trying to focus on a million different things, muscle memory takes over. And for me, I was wanting to fire a couple of my secondary shots and then initiate a freeze, where I have to kind of flip that around or just get rid of that relying on the primary indefinitely, which sucks because, again, that was the playstyle that got me to Grandmasters and top 500, but that was the reason why they nerfed MEI. I really hope that doesn't come off as like a, duh, bro, like how is that so hard to figure out? But again, you have to realize that in the moment, you just want to play the old way that you used to, and I can't do that anymore, which is definitely why my SR dropped and why I was struggling with DPS and why I wasn't doing good in Overwatch. It wasn't because MEI was a bad hero, but it was because my playstyle with that hero was bad, and I have to try extra hard on trying to unlock that potential with MEI, which I know is still there, but not going back to my old ways of playing with MEI. And I come to you with this learning experience, with this thing that I just stupidly figured out in hopes that you realize, oh, it's not like my favorite hero became the worst hero of all time. It's not like I'm even bad at Overwatch anymore. It was simply just my playstyle making me struggle in Overwatch. And I can't give pinpoint examples of how this can apply to you, but I'm hoping that you, the Overwatch player, the smart Overwatch player, can apply it in your life with your favorite hero. And maybe you have already figured this out and you're watching this video and be like, dude, this dude's so stupid, man. I figured that a long time ago. But at least be proud of me that I figured this out and I didn't go deeper in a state of depression because I was doing bad at Overwatch, which is the only thing I have left in my life besides pancakes. I don't know. Maybe this video was a dumb idea. Maybe this learning experience that I had was stupid to form into a video. But whenever it comes to my channel, I only try to help someone out. And they can take it or leave it. But whether it's with my tip videos, where it's literally an educational video, me talking from the heart and hoping that you can apply it to your life, or even my funny moment videos where the whole purpose of it is to entertain you for 5 to 10 minutes and take you away from the real world and the crap that's going on in your life. And this was something that it was getting me upset. While there's a lot more important things going on in the world, you know, Overwatch is my life and my life is Overwatch. And when I'm struggling, the one thing that I'm supposed to do good in, which is playing MEI, it just left me thinking, like, what is the problem? And that's why I came to you with this video, just telling you this is what I learned and hopefully it can apply in your life. And I know I can learn to adapt with the new MEI or just simply learn a new hero. I've gone on record many times and gave that advice to you, and now here I am taking my own advice just in real time. But anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you're doing good in competitive. Even though I might be struggling, I'm still having fun. This is the best job in the world. I love you guys. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.